Hi everyone, it's Jen from Creative Housewives, and today I'm going to be teaching you about the contour tool. I have a project that I want to make, and it is bigger than you can cut on a single mat with the Cricut machine. I'm going to be using a Cricut Maker, but this I'm just going to be talking to you about the contour tool. So if you caught our earlier video, I showed you how to upload an image into Design Space. I'll link to that down below, but this is the image that I uploaded. The sign that I want to put this on is 10 inches tall and 48 inches wide. So I am going to make this image bigger. So I'm going to make it 40 inches wide. And then that kicks it to 7.499. And because I just want math to be easy for myself, I'm going to go ahead and change the height to 7.5. And now you can see I have this lovely big fonts and words here, but you can see over here in the layers panel, I've got this little error, little triangle warning, and it just says this image is too large. It needs to be no larger than 11.5 by 23.5. So I'm going to show you how I am going to make this so that it will fit onto, and I'm using a 24-inch mat, so it will be 11.5 and then no longer than 23.5 inches. So we have a couple of options. A lot of people really like to use the slice tool. That is a great option, but I want to show you just how to use the contour tool. So just like with makeup, contour to me means like hiding things. So changing things, hiding it. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out so you can see the whole, or at least most of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my image and then I'm going to duplicate it. And then in this duplicated image, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here on the layers panel at the bottom. You can see that we have contour. Contour only works with a single layer. So like something that's one image, it doesn't work if you have multiple layers selected. So I'm going to go ahead and select contour. You can see it's going to open up this hide contour screen. So there's a couple of different ways that you can hide things. What I've decided I think I want to do is I'm going to go from the eye and stockings and then hide everything on this side. This will allow me to be able to line this up easy next to the K. The reason I like doing this rather than slicing is if I was slicing, I would have to do it in multiple pieces because there would be no way to catch the H, like the top of the H, and then the I and not get part of the K. Like for it to be tall enough, I'd need to be able to come down in here and slice. So this is just a great way to be able to make a project that's larger than the mat. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in and I'm going to start hiding these pieces. And you'll see that after I click on them, you can see that they turn lighter. So I can do this here, or I can also, so you can see my N and my G are still pretty bold and bright there. So I can come down onto this side here and go ahead and select that. The problem with this is that sometimes you have to play around with like these little pieces where you don't necessarily know where that is. Like I'm not 100% where disappeared with that. I would guess it's farther over here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on each of these little dots. I'm going to try to get the inside of my G here. And sometimes with these smaller ones, it can be really picky and not want to select them. So I'm going to zoom in to make it easier for me to be able to touch on those. And then the dot to my eye. Okay, and then I've got the inside of my G. All right, it looks like if I zoom out, that everything from ing to the end is done. So I can just close out of this. And now you can see, so now it just says, and the stock. And my height is 5 inches, which is interesting why it jumped up to, probably because I don't have any drop down. There we go. I don't have the drop down of the G. But it's only 18.455 wide, which means that it is smaller than the 23.5 that it would need to be. So that's great. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and I'm going to select this upper one and I'm going to hit contour. And this time I'm going to hide everything at the beginning, everything up to my, up to the ing. So we've got that done. Got that. that, we'll just go through here really quick and hide everything. Okay, my and isn't hidden. There we go. We'll zoom in so I can get rid of the inside of that. Let's see if I can find stock over here. Did I already do it? So I can get the C and K. I guess these are each individual. Get my T and my O. Make sure we hide the inside. And sometimes I have found, I don't know why it does this. Sometimes you can select something and hide it, and then all of a sudden it will not be hidden again. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Okay, so I've got that hidden and that hidden. I cannot tell. Let's go ahead and close out and see if I still have the, yeah, I've got that inside of the O. So let's go ahead and select contour again and see if I can get that to go away. I don't know why it does this sometimes. Like, it will just be super finicky about not wanting to let you hide something. Okay, I'm going to see if I can find it over here. So we've got, is that the O there? Okay, there we go. And now, is that the inside of it? Nope, that's the I. I'm going to see if I can find, is that the inside? Yes, okay. So now it should be gone. So everything's gone. And then you can see over here that we have the end of our word or our phrase. So I can line those up, and I still have my same image. Zoom out a little bit so you can see it. I still have the same image, but now they are the correct height to be able to, or the correct length to be able to cut those out. And now I'm just using 2 mats. Obviously, you could do the same thing. You would just have to create it into smaller pieces if you needed to use just a 12-inch mat. But this will just allow me then, when I go ahead and click Make It, it will, I'll click over here, you can see that it'll be on 2 different mats. Everything is laid out the way I want it to, so that'll be really easy for me to just lay them side by side when I put them onto my project. So I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments, and we will answer those, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.